Okay. Right, okay. We'll just record. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go around and we'll introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Connell.
Hi, I'm John.
Hi, I'm Alicia. Hi, I'm Gerald. Hi, I'm Kristen.
And I've just realised that Jordan has his hat up. Could you take your hat off, please? Thank you. We have been researching the European Union, and we have some questions that we've been given to ask ourselves, and some questions that we've come up with ourselves, and we have answered. So I'll start off with the ones that we've been given. Okay. So, do you feel European? Gemma, do you feel European?
Yeah.
Why do you feel European? Have you been to anywhere in Europe?
No.
Has anyone here been anywhere else in Europe? No? Okay. Right. Are any of you registered to vote? No? Is that a choice?
No, just haven't yet. Haven't registered.
Haven't registered yet. Okay. And somebody else also made the comment earlier on that if you are registered to vote, sometimes if you have debts, people can track you down and make you pay the debts. Do you know how to register to vote?
Online.
Yeah. Okay, so what did you do? Did you work that one out? On the government website. Okay, now this is the big one, the one that you've done all the research on. Okay, so do you know what the EU referendum is?
It's a group of countries whose government work together.
So that's what the EU is. It's a group of countries whose governments work together. Can you tell us a bit more about it? What sort of things do they do?
They have to pay money to be a member.
Britain pays money to be a member, absolutely. Okay. What other questions did we ask about the EU? What questions did we come up with?
Who's in it? Who's in the club?
Right, okay. And what answer did you get for that one?
Belgium were in it in 1957. France were in it in 1957. Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, Denmark, and in the UK.
Okay, brilliant. And why was it set up originally? Alicia?
I don't know.
Can anyone tell me any of the reasons why it was set up or why countries wanted?
Bring everybody closer.
Absolutely. And why was it a good idea to bring the countries closer? What happened in Europe? Or what had been happening over the years in Europe?
Makes it easier to buy and sell things.
It does. It makes it easy to buy and sell things.
And what else basically the people moving around the EU.
Sorry, can you say that again?
And it's the people moving around the European Union freely. Like free, it stops them. It gets rid of the people moving around the union free.
Right, okay. So the EU itself probably helps people move around the EU freely. Yeah? So some of the people that want us to vote to leave the European Union are doing that because they don't want people to be able to move around the European Union freely. Can you think of any other reasons why people want us to leave the European Union? Now, one of the questions, what questions did you ask? What questions did you actually come up with yourselves, guys?
How does it help the country?
Okay, right, so we'll go for that first then. Okay, so when we're thinking about people who want to stay in the EU, we're thinking about how it helps our country. What things did we come up with? Jordan, can you give us an example?
Free trade.
Free trade. Okay, so we can buy and sell things freely between each country without having to worry about import taxes and things like that, and lots of paperwork. Okay. Alicia, can you give us an example?
Was it for the...
Yeah.
And they're often worried about the UK losing its independence. And
Okay, so do you remember what I was saying about, I think the page has gotten a bit of a muddle there. So that's people who think we should leave the EU, worry about us losing our independence. Why would they worry about us losing our independence?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I would say it's because quite often Europe makes rules that these people who want to leave the EU don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Can you think of something else good about the EU?
Want them to start using euro currency?
Okay, so that's some people think that if we stay in the EU, we'll end up using the European currency. So, can you give me an example of someone you were looking at there?
Just says pro-Europeans.
Right. So people worry that pro-Europeans want us to use the euro currency, and staying in the EU makes us more likely to use the euro currency. But you don't have to use the euro currency to be in the EU. Okay. Can you think of anything that's good about the being in the EU, the reason why people want to stay in the EU? Okay. Okay. I did see you writing something about what was bad about the EU. Okay, go back a page. You have answered that question. See there we've said, how does it help? Okay. Can you see anything we haven't discussed on that page?
I think they will go together. But it says that to make things easier for the European advice services done by changing the rules that can control trade.
Okay.
And it says that they often argue that Britain is in danger of being left behind by the rest of the EU if it doesn't join the euro.
Right, okay, so that's why people think
So
they should.
Britain,
That's
that's
good.
why they should do it, because if we get left behind.
Right, okay. So that's more about joining the European single
Yeah.
currency rather than being part of the EU. But that's a good point, okay? Can you point to the line you just read out to me there?
These ones.
Okay. Okay, so that's the one that we discussed before. It makes it easier for us to buy and sell things, okay? And that's done by changing the rules that control trade. You're absolutely right. So by being part of this club, the EU, we've all agreed to scrap some of the rules that were stopping us from buying and selling things from each other, and we're allowed to buy and sell things. Okay, great. Okay, so now some of the bad things about the EU. Some of the things that people like. Which politician did we discuss particularly against the European Union?
Nigel Farage.
Absolutely, Nigel Farage. Okay, so Nigel Farage, and a lot of other politicians as well, Boris Johnson, and a lot of other politicians don't like the EU. So for what reason don't they like the EU? Jordan?
A lot of people get benefit if she helps them this year.
Okay, so people worry about people coming from other European countries just to use the health service. Okay?
I'm not too happy about the immigrants.
And they're worried about immigration, absolutely. Okay. Was there anything else that people didn't like, that people thought that...
They're costing Britain too much money.
Right, absolutely. We have to pay to be in this club.
But also
Excellent.
stays in mind that UKIP have dominated the run up to the European elections. Does that mean like they are winning this vote?
It means that they're...
They're getting the more votes.
Okay, so are you talking about the European elections or the
It
European
says Nigel
referendum?
Farage and the United Kingdom Independence Party have dominated the run up to the European elections.
Right, okay, so that was the last time we had an election, because we vote for Europe as well. UKIP had a lot of candidates, and they did really well. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And the last question that I think it was you, Jordan, came up with, was it you that said, or was it Gemma?
Democracy.
Was that yourself that said that? Right, what did you say? So last question was,
Why do we have democracy?
why do we have democracy? Okay? And what answers did we come up with?
Democracy is important because it gives citizens equal opportunities to help make laws, vote for leaders and be protected by laws and rights that are in place.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.